All right, guys. Hi. Okay, so we're starting a new writing unit today. All right, we are going to start our narrative writing. All right, I know you're excited. What is a narrative? It's fiction. Fiction. What's fiction? Most of you know what fiction is. Does it mean a real character or maybe a make-believe character? I want you to think about that. What do you think it means? So, I'm going to go through the steps that we're going to use to write our fiction story. And then I'm going to give you some ideas. And then I'm going to let you go write today. So, how to write a realistic fiction story. So, we have all this up here. One, you're going to think of a pretend character. You're going to give the character a name. You're going to imagine a place, maybe where the character lives. You're going to imagine the trouble your character is going to get into. Two, you're going to plan. You're going to touch and tell, sketch across the page, which we're going to talk about a little bit later. And then you're just going to go ahead and write. So, I'm going to put this up on my Google page, guys. So on my Google site, and you will be able to look at this. But we are going to talk about realistic fiction for a couple minutes. So, you all know realistic fiction is a story that could happen, but more likely it's not true. All right? And we read a lot of those. We read a lot of realistic fiction. So today I want to teach you that when you write realistic fiction, you imagine a pretend character, and then you pretend things about that character, where the character is, what the character does, and especially the trouble he or she gets into. So we're going to talk about real life adventures. All right? So, I'm going to think of a character. I'm going to name my character Gretchen. So, I really like that name. That's why I thought of that name. So, Gretchen. And Gretchen, she lives near the woods. So, I gave it a place. So, I gave her a name. I imagined a place. So, she lives near the woods. And you know, guys, I always wish I had a tree fort in the woods. So guess what? My character Gretchen is going to have a tree fort. All right? I don't know much about tree forts, but I'm going to find out. All right? So I'm going to pretend that we have a tree fort. Because that can be really real, can't it, guys? I think it's real. Tree forts are real. So guess what? This is my realistic fiction story. Are you guys starting to think of some characters that you could write about? Maybe you're thinking in your brain, what kind of character do I want to write about? All right, so let's get back to Gretchen. So Gretchen likes to play in her tree fort. But she gets in a lot of trouble near her tree fort. So I'm going to shut my eyes, guys. I want you to shut your eyes. Imagine your character and all the trouble they're going to get into. So I'm picturing the fort and Gretchen. Gretchen's in it. Maybe Gretchen fell out of the tree fort. Or maybe she's stuck up there. Or she could have forgot about time and she just lost track of time and she was having so much fun. Or guess what? She found a hurt animal, maybe a bird or something. That's certainly some trouble she could run into, right? Yes, guys, I think I'll tell the story of a time when Gretchen found a hurt animal by the fort. Does that sound like a good idea? I think so. So guys, I'm going to go with it. I'm going to go with this. So I'm picturing the scene. Gretchen found some kind of animal who was hurt near her fort. So I talked about how we are going to touch and tell, sketch across the page. This is my planning. So you use your fingers, and we're going to touch and tell. First, she heard the animal, and she came closer. Next, she realized it was a bird, and she was afraid it might peck her. Then she decided to be brave. And finally, 4, she scooped that bird up in her sweater and took him home, she home to get some help. All right, guys. So I imagine now, I'm hoping you're imagining your character. So today, all I want you to do today is think of a character. Start writing about your character. Put it onto page. Remember, touch, tell, sketch across the page. We will talk more about that tomorrow, guys. But for today, go get a piece of paper. Start talking about your character. Bye.